Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It is Friday the 12th of January. In this video I'm going to give a run through of what's happened on all the global asset classes over the week, looking at the sentiment and money flow by looking at the charts. What we'll see that is in equities, TTYF, the trend is your friend as they continue to move up. However, in the interest rate markets, we're seeing a break upwards, especially on the 10 years. Currencies, dollar is weak. Commodities, we're seeing a break up from oil, gold, platinum. Silver is looking very interesting for next week. And on the, currencies, as I said, dollar weakness. Let's look at those charts. So let's start looking at indices. And of course, this is the S&P. Had a good week, a very good start to the year. It's actually at the upper boundary of its trading range, getting a bit overextended from the moving averages, and the RSI is above 80. 82.01. So we're looking overbought. Consolidation would be healthy. It's got lots of supports from the moving average, so you'd stick with any long position, but I wouldn't start to take a long position at this stage. We're a bit overextended to the upside. Looking at the Nasdaq, a similar picture. We did have a couple of days consolidation this week on the Nasdaq, very narrow. We actually had a positive hammer on the second consolidation day, so there was no surprise that we then had a move up, but we're overextended from those moving averages, and the RSI not quite as high on Nasdaq, 74.21, but still showing an overbought position. In the Europe, FTSE had a very good move, did break through on the rally that we saw over Christmas, so this upside was expected, and you can see my videos that I was expecting this rally, so that's very good. But again, we are becoming slightly overbought. RSI 75.86, and we're overextended from the moving averages. Europe not being as positive, a couple of down days this week, but still it's broken the downtrend that was in place with the move up that we had over the Christmas and early New Year period. The moving averages will move around. You can see the 50 still moving down. That will start to move around. It's going to be very interesting to see if that has turned around when the 20 crosses it. At the moment, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case, but wait and see. RSI showing that there is still some upside momentum, 56.82. Right, moving on to the fixed interest markets. This is the 10-year bond yield in the States, and you can see that it's had a spike upwards and is now in an uptrend, broken through the resistance levels, moving averages moving up, and really one would expect that to move higher. RSI showing positive momentum for the upside as well, as is the MACD. Same kind of picture in the UK. We've had a move up. We haven't quite yet broken the downtrend. That would need really a move above this 137 level from the 30th of November. So let's wait and see. But the move this week is heralding that we're going to get a golden cross on the 20 crossing the 50. So we could be in for a period of higher rates in the UK. RSI indicative of upside momentum, 63.86, and the MACD, the short term's gone back above zero, and the longer term will do next week. In Europe, this is looking at the German 10-year bond yield. Again, it's moved up. Looks like they're going to ease their quantitative easing quicker than expected. That's caused a move upwards. It's broken these resistance levels, moving averages with a golden cross 20 crossing the 200, although it looks like it wasn't on the 50. Positive momentum from the RSI and a bullish signal from the divergence of the MACD, so that still looks good for a further move upwards. On currencies, it's been weak for the dollar. Here we're looking at the dollar index. You can see that moved to a low and has broken to the downside today. One would expect further downside. We've got negative momentum. RSI is below 50, 35.09, and the MACD are tracking downwards. And you can see this dollar weakness. Here we've got the euro against the dollar spiking into new high ground. A positive reaction to the 20-day moving average. RSI positive, MACD positive. The pound, I think I've done a video on that today that you'll see online, if not now already, in the next half hour. That's breaking to the upside. A little bit of resistance from September, but the momentum and the MA moving averages should see that break upwards. And the US dollar against Japanese yen, I did a video on this on Wednesday, so do look at that. It's cracked down and is at critical support with negative momentum. Finally, just to touch on Bitcoin, obviously it's had a week, it's positive today, but it's been weak over the week. We've now come below the 20 and the 50 moving average. 50 still moving up, so it'll be interesting if we can get back above that today. That's at 14 to 211, so be aware that's a key level for the Bitcoin. Looks like it still could be a flag. Which way will break, you cannot tell at the moment. Could be a downtrend, but the low is more indicative of a flag. Momentum is neutral, 46.91, slightly negative, and slightly negative indicators coming out of the MACD. Key level would be just above 12,000, which would be the low of the 30th of December. If we break below there, then that breaks the flag to the downside. On the upside, if we can get back above the 50, it would be good, and then we've got the resistance of the 20 at 14,737. Okay, going on to the commodity markets. Oil has had a good week. I covered oil on a video on Monday. Please do look at that. You can see the break to the upside, getting these continual breakups, consolidation breakup, which is a bullish ladder formation. Maybe we're slightly overextended from the moving average, slightly overbought. RSI is 77.3, but looking okay. Gold again had a good move. I did a video on gold on Wednesday. It's again moving to the upside. The 20 moving average has created golden crosses with the 200 and the 50. Positive momentum, 72.15 on the RSI. Again, perhaps now actually becoming slightly overbought. On platinum, I'll be doing a video on that next week. You can see the move to the upside there has been quite a quick move. Again, we're overbought, 76.71, but the moving averages are creating bullish formations. Silver, that was going to be interesting for next week. I've done a video on that today, so if it's not online now, it will be in the next half hour. Some key levels on resistance that need to be broken, and let's wait and see, but the moving averages and the momentum does seem to be to the upside. Let's see if those key resistance levels are broken. So that's been TA for traders, looking at the global asset classes. I hope you found the video of interest. The videos I do on YouTube are not investment recommendations. They're my opinions. If you follow them, it's your risk. As I said, they're not investment recommendations, and please do read the disclaimer.